Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Christmas Day special. Now, it's my Christmas Day special and I've chosen a special brewery for this special occasion, and that brewery is a George Shaw Brewery Co. Now, you've seen me do the beers on the Modern Monday, you've seen me do a Tap Thursday, and I was contacted by John Robinson, who is a director and the chairman of George Shaw Brewery, and he enjoyed the reviews and he was chatting and he said to me that the reviews sort of not made his day, but cheered him up. And that's what Christmas is about to me. It's about, just being kind. There's all the giving and forgiving, and each individual has a personal interpretation of Christmas. And I just wanted to dedicate this Christmas video to George Shaw Brewery Co. Because when I was speaking to John, he arranged to meet me, and we met at Dun & Massey Brewery, just because that was like an in-between place for us both to go. And we had a chat, and John kindly gave me some beers. He gave me the Common, which is the Dark Mild. He also given me some of the Spinner's Gold. He gave me a Lee Pale Ale. Also, the India Pale Ale. So it's the beers I've not done before. And there's amongst the beers that John gave me, there was a very, very special beer. And this is the Winter Warmer. Now, this is special because what John did tell me on the telephone when I spoke to him before I met him was some really sad news that the head brewer, Aidan, I think it's Aidan Ginnell, I think that's his name. A very, very close-knit community, this George Shaw Brewery, and very, very good friends. And obviously John's very close friend, Aidan, passed away only a few, I think we're just talking weeks back now. And it really touched me that John said that when he watched my videos, it just put a smile on his face just for a little while, because I thought the beers were absolutely fantastic, and I love traditional beers. And the fact that these beers had, John, Aidan, and a few other chaps, there's a few of them involved, basically got these recipes, and I've got a little bit of information here that John sent me, and Aidan was brewing these beers, and they were just superb and absolutely fantastic. And I was saying this was fantastic brewing, perfect brewing. So it just gave a smile to John in such a a tough time for him. And he met Andy, and he very thankful because he gave me some beers from George Shaw Brewery, and it was a lovely meeting. It was only a short, brief meeting, but we are going to meet again in the new year, and hopefully Steve from Lords is going to join us, and another chap called Adrian as well. And we're going to go, and Mrs. B is going to come along, and we're going to go and have a couple of drinks with John and one of his friends as well, at the pub, at their little pub. We've got a little pub there as well, and I'm really looking forward to that, so we can be drinking some lovely beers, and I'll get to know John a little bit better, and love listening to the stories. I love the fact that I never met Aidan, but just talking to John, you got a real good feeling of Aidan's enthusiasm for brewing, his knowledge, his understanding. It just really came across as a passionate brewer, and it's just really, really sad. And I could see it in John as well, how sad that was. And I just wanted to dedicate this video to Aidan, and I'm going to show you some pictures of Aidan. There's pictures of him in their little pub, and there's a picture of him at 40's Brewery, and it's fantastic. And at the very end of this video, there'll be a picture in memory of Aidan, and it's one that John took, and it was Aidan looking over the records, the old brewery records. And I know that John sent me an email just to explain that, Just bear with me. It was taken by John at Chester Records office, showing Aidan basically looking over the Walker's Brewery records. So Walker's Brewery, a little bit of history I'll get to. What I'll do first, I will crack this winter warmer beer, because 4T's Brewery actually brewed this beer in honour of Aidan this year. Aidan's actually brewed this beer a few times, and 4T's have brewed it as well, in basically in honour of Aidan, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so privileged to be tasting that beer. So yeah, it says here that the winter warmer was produced by 4T's as a tribute to Aidan. Aidan himself had brewed it a few times at Christmas, so it's remarkable on the nose and remembered whilst brewing. It's an original George Shaw's strong ale recipe, beefed up over the years, to be finally produced by Walker's with 4 malts and 4 hops. Tetley's influence from 1962 saw this reduced to 2 hops and 2 malts, making it much lighter. So there's a little bit of a story. So this is like the original recipe, and just thinking of Aidan. I mean, there's another comment as well. There's a few. There's some lovely notes in here from John. Just let me get to him, just bear with me. So what John said is, he looks back with affection at Aidan's earlier attempts at a brewery. For 5 years, from 2011 to 2016, Aidan ran a microbrewery in some of the outbuildings at the rear of the Lower Angel pub in Warrington. As he often remarked, in that period he produced 88,000 pints and made lots of people very happy. I mean, the beers I've had have just been absolutely stunning that Aidan's been working with and producing at 4T's Brewery as well. At weekend, customers would come from far and wide to Warrington, and he would always have a strong beer on, such as the Winter Warmer, Winnie, Tenpenny and Ruby Mild. It was a strange decision by the then landlord to close the brewery after this very successful period, and he said to me he'll explain it in more detail when I see him again. The next attempt at bringing back these wonderful beers occurred in 2018-19, and George Shaw's will not be disappearing. I will see to that, John says, as they are so good. I totally 100% agree. These beers are absolutely, the ones I've had are unbelievable. I mean, they're just outstanding beers. He was at Banktop Brewery, and he was getting some beers for the Christmas, and they also paid a lovely tribute to Aidan, so I'd like to just shout out as well to Banktop Brewery. So it's just lovely to see these comments, and I'm starting to learn and get to know Aidan through John, which is absolutely fantastic. Just to say, it just also says about the image that you will see at the end where he's looking over the Walker's records. He said that he found them in the Brewery History Society, 100 Years of Brewing, 1866 to 1966. At first, John was delighted to just find the Walker's recipes, then realised I had to go back to view them again. Walker started brewing for George Shaw in 1920s before taking them over in 1930. By consulting the brewing records, I was able to see the editions of George Shaw's brews from 1929 until the 1930s. It was fascinating to discover all the Shaw's brews that Walker's carried on producing for the next 30 years after that. These were recipes for 100 brewers' barrels, making 400 firkins. Aidan converted these recipes into a 1-barrel plant at the Lower Angel pub in Warrington, and then it's just fun. I just love it, and that's why I want to dedicate this Christmas Day. It's a time to reflect as well, and I just want to, if I can bring a smile to the chaps at the George Shaw Brewery with this video, and I'm gonna, like I say, crack open this beer, and as I'm doing that, like I say, have a look at some of the pictures of Aidan. Okay, so here we go. So the Winter Warmer coming in at 6%. So let's get it in the glass. Oh my gosh. Just look at that. Lovely, dark, deep, brown, rich mahogany colour. That looks absolutely fantastic. It really, really does. Wow. There we go. And this can out. And it was also saying that they'd won, I think it was earlier this year as well, they'd won the label, came joint first, I think, competition, held at Shepherd Neame, I think that was. And yeah, I just think the can art is just superb. It really, really is. So here we go, the winter warmer. Nice, deep mahogany touching brown, little tints there of chestnut colours, you know, just off-white looking head there. Looks superb in the glass, it really does. Oh, it's a super malty beer, that, isn't it? So you're getting nice, like a nice touch of deep, like deep brown bread notes there. With there's a nice fruity note, a rich fruit note, a rich fruit cake note. Smells really, really good. Okay, cheers, George Shaw Brewery. Cheers, everyone, and may you rest in peace, Aidan. Oh. 6% is 100% hidden there. That's got a nice medium mouthfeel. Carbonation, again, super low. Makes the drinkability so nice. It's really smooth. That's one of the things that's standing out there for me. Smooth, rich. There's hints there, like I say, of this fruitcake, this malt base, which is so rich across the tongue. It just feels really decadent. And you're getting, there's a real low bitterness just going across the tongue, a long lasting flavour there. And you're sort of getting them complexities from them malts, and they're just there. And it definitely feels a bit warming, which is, that's what you want, isn't it? Something, a winter warmer, you want it to be warming, especially in the winter months. And that hits the spot. This, it's quite a dangerous one, because I don't think that's going to last me too long at all, because that is stunning. That's traditional beer. That really, really is. There's a sweet note there from the malt, and it carries on. And you just get this lovely, like I say, there's a bitterness there. Not an astringent bitterness, nothing like that. Just a balanced bitterness that comes across after the sweetness, brings it all together, and just keeps it on the palate. It's just a taste on the palate of these malts. I'm not picking up on any hop notes whatsoever, and I wouldn't expect to. The hop there is just that balancing, that sweetness, the bitterness in that hop is just balancing. But this is really, really drinkable. It's very similar to me to like the old ale which they brewed. That is absolutely cracking. Really, really like that. Thank you, John. Thank you to George Shaw Brewery Co as well, because that is a stunning, stunning beer. What does it say on the actual can? Let me see what it says there. Okay, so George Shaw Brewery. This can is This can is one of a range to be produced from authentic original George Shaw recipes from the 1900s. The purpose is to create the funding for a new microbrewery to be located and operated in a Leigh area in the near future. Winter warmer, 6% ABV. A winter warmer traditional malty sweet strong ale that is brewed in the winter months. The average alcohol content is from 6% ABV, and it's produced, bottled and canned and distributed at 40s Brewery in Warrington. Go and check them guys out as well. I think you can get the George Shaw Brewery beers from 40s as well online. Also, I'll put something here as well about the George Shaw Brewery on Facebook. Go and follow them. There's an email on there as well. You can get in contact with them and ask them questions, and it's just fantastic. You can really ask, and it's a proper community feel that you get from this. These guys, they're doing this superb. And also, what did John say in his email to me? So the last email he's put, it is our intention to offer a prospectus early in the new year for people who might be interested in joining our cooperative. At my time of life, I think it's the best opportunity to guarantee success of the brewery. Best wishes, always, John. So yeah, and I just want to finish it. I mean, I think I've captured everything there that I wanted to capture regarding Aidan and John and the other guys. You know, there's a few of them. John's the director and chairman. There's a few more directors and secretaries and stuff. And I just think it's this. You know, it's just a great story. John is the guy that I mentioned in my first video who walked past that brewery when he was going to work when he was a lot younger, and he had that memory. And you can, when I met John, you just see the enthusiasm in him, and when he's talking, you just hear it, and it's addictive. You know, it really is, and that's showing in the brewing as well, because that passion is shared in the beer. It really is, and it's just superb. I mean, this is going down really well. I just think it's superb. I really do. So I will be doing separate videos for the other 3 beers. Definitely be doing that. I just wanted to make my Christmas Day video special for some very special people at George Shore, and I've also got their polo on as well, which was kindly gifted to me on the day from John, along with these beers. It was also great to meet Jason as well on the day, and when I met with John at Dunham Massey Brewery. That is another brewery that was not on my radar, and I have got some beers from them, and I am so looking forward to them as well, because that is another little traditional brewery which I just loved when I was there, and having a chat with Jason, which was fantastic. So I'm going to leave you now with this absolutely lovely picture of Aidan. I'm going to look over them records of Walkers, and I'm just going to sit back and just say thank you, Aidan, for being part of this, and thank you, John and George Shore Brewery, for making my Christmas Day a very happy Christmas. A very happy Christmas to all of you watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.